Rafa, ay. Yes, uy, patik na yun. Wala ba ko nag-post until nakakuha ko sa
Ready sa queue. Who's going to queue us? Ayan. Hindi ko na mic lang.
Kuyawan ko ba hindi tinuod ba?
Sabi naman, ready.
Ini?
Pabor diri ka gop. Countdown ka.
This, check like this. Check like this.
Good afternoon. I would like to greet all of my beloved Cebuanos. And greetings also for those that are watching outside of Cebu in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and probably other parts of the country, the other parts of the world as well. The biggest news that has hit and I think rocked the entire landscape, political landscape today is the preventive suspension order that was issued against me by Ombudsman Sammy Martirez. I'm in the front page. I hope you chose a good picture of both Freeman and Sunstar. Now, I am here in order that the media, but of course you are the purveyors of the news, that the province of Cebu, my constituents of the province of Cebu, and the rest of the country that are interested in this development, I am here to inform you of the position that together with my legal team, we have arrived upon after a very careful scrutiny of the order itself as well as other existing laws. I believe you already know to my left, we have Attorney Jong Sepulveda and Attorney Ben Cabrido. To my right, and thank you for flying in at such very short notice, we have Attorney Alex Avisado himself. May I ask you please, Attorney Alex, to introduce?
I am joined by my partner, Attorney Ryan Ko and Attorney Des Perles.
All right. Upon advice of my legal team, this order coming just a very few days before the election itself and being well aware of a certain prohibition period where public officials may not be issued suspension orders during the election period. This is why I have decided, upon advice of my counsel, to write a clarificatory query to the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Secretary John Vic Remulla, since it is the DILG, through the PNP, if needed, that is tasked to implement this order. And if anyone would wish to, this is the letter that we shall be sending to Secretary John Vic Remulla. And if I may just give you the gist of this, we refer to the suspension order, and we refer also to certain prohibited acts that are contained under the Omnibus Election Code. And for this reason, I have decided to send to him this query for clarification. I'm now signing this. And I shall leave my lawyers to then apprise you of how their study and their very careful research on existing laws have led them to the advice that they gave me as regards my position. Let me just state that right now, pending clarification from the DILG as regards the, shall we say, the appropriateness or the legality of suspending a public official during an election period, pending the final resolution. I imagine that the DILG might also request clarification from the COMELEC. Because you see, as I said, public officials may not be suspended unless it is duly approved by the COMELEC. You are already all aware of this. So pending resolution of my query, I have decided to stay put in office and continue to serve as the governor of this great province of ours. We are in the thick of a very, shall we say, a spirited and, in more colloquial terms, ugly campaign season, and we are going into the final stretch. It is imperative that the province of Cebu portrays this picture and impression of order, of resoluteness and firmness, and that whatever the motivations may be, I will not be perturbed. I will continue to serve the Cebuanos in the best possible way that I can within the bounds of law. So that's it. I will say no more. I will allow one question, and after that, I am really very late. I need to go to the south. You will ask one question.
One at a time. I'll act as moderator. You will 13 questions, go? How many questions?
Beauty before the beast.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you, Gov. Just from Radyo Pilipinas, I would like to ask Gov what will happen for tomorrow's launch for the 20 peso rice.
We continue with the launching of the 20 pesos per kilo of rice. I am assured that the Secretary of Agriculture will be present. Plus, perhaps, I am not at liberty to divulge further, but I am very sure that Secretary Kiko Laurel will be present. We will also have a Kadiwa presentation right here at the quadrangle, where our farmers will be given the opportunity to sell their products, aided by the DOLE with their tupad that is given to the farmers that for the expenses in bringing over their products. We will continue to do this, and this will be on a simultaneous basis. Other towns and other cities will be beamed into the LED screens, showing also the selling of the rice. Mind you, the selling of the rice will be done by Secretary, not us, not in the presence of candidates. And this will also be replicated in the towns and cities where the 20 peso per kilo will be sold by the municipal agriculturists.
You have any questions?
Yeah. Well, aside sa clarification, mobile motion for reconsideration sa Ombudsman order.
It's always good to keep our cards close to our chest. Wa di man ni card pero kanina lang usa akong. So we will not telegraph our moves. What should be very clear today is we are writing to Secretary Remulla, and I am not stepping down. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. No, the lawyer will continue, will expound. Okay, Attorney Avisado now will expound. We are the Cebu Assistant Counsels. Attorney Avisado is the Manila Council. For this matter, he will act as our lead counsel. Go ahead, Mr. Attorney Abisado.
May hapon sa inyong tanan, i-clarify lang nako ang position sa legal team ni Governor Gwen. Kani ang among position. With all due respect to the Honorable Ombudsman, ang preventive suspension at this point, di prohibited na siya. We all know na naatakaron sa election period and under Section 62C sa Local Government Code, no preventive suspension shall be imposed within 90 days prior to the election. Klaro kayo na sa atong batas.
Section 62C, LGC,
Local government. So, bawal, di ba? Dili lang na, not only that, Section 15 of Rule 5 of COMELEC Resolution 11059 states that no public official shall be suspended without prior written approval of the COMELEC. So isa pud ni, we need to know na bay approval sa COMELEC ang suspension kay Gov. Another rule, Section 16, same law, ang COMELEC resolution, it says that there should be a request for authority to suspend na isasubmit sa COMELEC Law Department before i-impose ang preventive suspension. For these reasons, mauni ang among basis. That's why kaming lawyers, we advise the Governor, Gov, please stay in office. We wrote a letter to the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government asking for clarification and guidance. Secretary Remulla, pwede ba ni? Nabawal man karon ang preventive suspension? Secretary Remulla, pwede ba ni? Nawala man yata ni written approval sa COMELEC. So, pending the action from the SILG, Governor Gwen Garcia is well within her rights to just continue her duties as governor of the province of Cebu. There is no defiance of the ombudsman order. Ulitin ko lang, usabon nako. With all due respect, there is no defiance of the ombudsman order. Governor Garcia is just exercising yung legal remedies available to her. Kaya ang batas klaro man. Klaro ang local government code, klaro ang COMELEC resolution, so we follow. Muna ang among guidance. That's why we wait for the instructions, the guidance from the DILG kung unsa among himuon. In the meantime, do not abandon the capital, just continue. And muna ang i-announce si Gov kanina. Thank you.
Panyero, we will, sa atong basa-basa banggod karon, especially sa social media, nag-ingon man sila nga tinuod na imong gipanulti nga kinahanglan na ay written permission from COMELEC, pero naa daw kunoy exception. Is it true? Is it true nga naa ba exception?
Tama na. Thank you very much for asking, Attorney Chong. Tinuod na exception. Ang exception sa preventive suspension is a case involving graft and corruption. Republic Act 3019. So, ang kaso ni Gov, does it involve graft and corruption? RA 3019? Ang answer, dili. Klaro kayo sa order sa ombudsman that the allegations involve RA 6713, 6713. Kani ang Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards of Public Officials, dili ni siya graft. So therefore, since dili ni siya graft, dili ni covered by the exception. Klaro kaayo na. That's our position. That gives us confidence to advise the governor, Gov, tayo pa, dili man ni covered sa exception, diya lang ka. Continue as governor while we seek clarification from DILG. Kasi DILG man ang mag-implement sa preventive suspension if ever implementable siya.
Sir, why not the COMELEC, sir? Why not we ask the COMELEC and not the DILG?
Very good question, sir. You know why? While the order is not self-executory, dili man. Kay kung ang COMELEC ang ombudsman mag-impose, mag-serve, kinahanglan man ang replacement. Who will who will serve as the acting governor? DILG ang task ana. But since you mentioned that, we have here also already a confirmation and a statement yata from the Vice Governor.
We have several officials who have already issued a statement of support, including Vice Governor Hilario Davide III, who we know is also a good lawyer and he knows his law. He said to the effect that he will not be assuming, because clearly on its face, the order violates a provision not only of a singular law, as pointed out, the Local Government Code, the Omnibus Election Code, and the implementing rules passed by COMELEC to implement the said law. So, we have to ask guidance from DILG, DILG being the administrative overseer sa local government units. Di man ta gusto magkagubot, magkasabot. Sila may mo implement sa decision kung ilang i-implement, o sila po ang ga-oversee sa administrative operations sa mga local governments. That is why we are asking, ultimately, if the process goes to any other agency, tribunal, including the Commission on Elections, we will cross the bridge when we reach there. Munay amo ang posisyon karon.
Attorney Jong, gahapon natabasa mi sa mga article nga one, si Goku ang ma-notify sa complaint, wa maka-deliver of answer.
For the
delivery abuse of power sa
we will not comment or make any legal conclusion. But for the record, what we received yesterday here in this office was just a copy of the suspension order. No other document, paper was attached. Maybe you can explain this further, Paniel.
Tama, sir. No? Tama. It's good you asked that. Kaya ordinarily, pag mag-serve ang ombudsman sa suspension order, na ay naka-attach. Na ikaw, Governor Garcia, suspended ka, naka-attach ang complaint sa imo, naapod na i-order directing the governor to submit her counter affidavit in the criminal case and her position paper in the administrative case. Karon wala joy gi-attach man lang na any document. So totally wala ta maka-respond. Pero kung gitagaan lang si governor of opportunity to respond, ay we are complete. Naatay may mga very strong points nganong walay basis ang preventive suspension. In fact, Attorney Cabredo is ready to respond kay naaya ta kuan.
Now we are limited to comment yesterday only on the four corners of this 4-page order. But ganinang buntag, we were surprised and also happy, at least naatay laing makomentan. We read a news article. Rappler, apparently, according to Rappler, who's Rappler here? No Rappler representative. They interviewed the ombudsman. Can we have that news report, that clip of the news report where the ombudsman was interviewed regarding this matter? Palihog, nara.
Kana.
Okay. Si Attorney Cabredo will now address this. Kana nga issue.
When I was given a copy of this order to suspend, preventively suspending Governor Gwen, I was just speculating kung sa kanyang gikihan ito. kadto makaning kay doon naman may other cases nga nagkuanto sa so I was trying to come up, then from the four corners desayod ko kadto ning among mga gihimo unsaon pag-address tong atong water shortage sa 2024, which I was really in the thick. Kung nahinumdum mo, before I will go to that issue raised, diha na ko na-confirm ganinang buntag nga ang kadto gyud sa Haklupan where dam o sa Mananga River ang issue ani na-shock na lang ko nga ikuan siya i-connect sa chocolate hills. Now, before I will lay down our position in this issue, kay substantive naman niya, ako lang ihatag ang superficial na background niya. Tagaan tukod mo of footage sa nahitabo ani before ni action si government atong Mayo. Kamo taga Cebu mamutanan nasayod mo atong dunay naguna og declare og calamity sa Cebu City kay wala kay tubig. Kung hinumdum mo ang MCWD, usually ang ilang Haklupan well or Haklupan dam, ang iyang ginasuplayan is 39 million liters a day. Naabot to sa point nga naana lang sa 7. At that point, wa pa mo aksigo, pero a month ahead, nag-state of calamity na ang Cebu City. So, during inspection, ipakita ang katong situation sa Mananga River to ning decide ang tanang agencies involved, tanang stakeholders. Dili siya ibuhat ni Gov lang, iyahang single action. Series of consultative.
Hinahinay sa tanawa. That is...
Magiana na siya motor.
Umurag na, graph road na. That's the river. Okay, that's the river. That's the river. That is the subject matter of the complaint.
Okay, so...
Okay, muna siya nawong at the time.
Dayon pa rin. Tuloy portion diha. When that drone was taken, nakita ni Gov ng tunay gamay nga mga tubig diha.
Ayun na sa merit sa kaso. Kaya para patakadawat sa Pina.
No, I just would like to highlight that one. Ngano naka-decide si Gov to take immediate action and to issue a subsequent state of calamity ang atong sanggunian. Kana siya na tubig. During our consultative meeting, I was around. Nangutahan na si Gov, ano ito naman yung tubig niya? Okay, 1. So that was the question of Gov. Kabaw naman sa kuha na siya ka-share. Kami tanan, bitaw, no? Ito naman na siya kapundog tubig. Di naman nagikan, no? Magkamakuhan pinakarabuhan na. So yung si Gov, sa ilaw na. So, ikautan. So what happened? Yung si Gov, try tawag pilot. Pagkautan na, nakita niyo, natapunan ng siya sa heavy siltation sa Mananga. Now remember, ang boundary sa MCWD, pataas, BCC na sa...
Okay. Ibalik lang nato ang news report. News report palihog.
Okay,
balik nato sa news report lang. Ayaw na because substantive naman good. Wa para ba may ka-receive yun sa complaint. Bisan, lahi na ikaligar sa complaint. So, we have to be careful. Kala lang, ningon daw, allegedly, ang atuang pinangga nga ombudsman, remember Chocolate Hills in Bohol? Okay. This case is worse. Doon sa Chocolate Hills, naglagay ng resort, pero hindi ganun ka-extensive ang damage. Ito, quarrying. It destroys everything. Tapos, sa protected area pa. And there's a translation. Remember Chocolate Hills Bowl, etc. Immediately, of course, subject to our receipt of the copy of the complaint, but immediately, we can say, the Honorable Ombudsman was, at the very least, misled. This is not quarrying. Or misinformed. This is not quarrying. Nakita ninyo. Okay? Nakita ninyo ang status sa river before the silting activities was conducted. Dingon siya. It was at a protected area, right? And we can answer that with gladness. There was an approval and in fact a request from the PAMBI. We have a copy of that PAMBI resolution.
So, all of these are called.
But we wait for the proper time to answer this. Now, dredging. That's the request. Subject, problematic environmental. We have ECCs. The area of the Haklupan Weir, downwards, downstream, the province has the ECC. The province has the ECC. Haklupan Weir, upstream, our water district has the ECC. Walay panahon na nagpatabang ang water district. It can be presented so much later on. But the fact is, we say to the Honorable Ombudsman and the Governor, our client told us, we share his passion to defend the environment, to stop this illegal quarrying. But sadly, this is not a case of illegal quarrying. If we're talking about illegal or indiscriminate quarrying footage, you all know, kabalot tatanan, unsay passion ni Governor to stop quarrying here. This is what is quarrying. Na because the issuance of a mineral production sharing agreement na gi-renew pa several times, which is another matter, but Honorable Ombudsman, the dear Governor shares your passion to protect the environment. But this, we will show in proper time that this is not a case of illegal quarrying. Yor, Pudayot?
Yeah, there is a way of difference between, these are technical terms, quarrying and desiltation. Quarrying, technically, we can find that in our mining law 7942, Public Act 7942. Now, kung maabot ka sa mga quarry sa rivers, doon may jurisdiction sa atong mining law ang atong provincial government. Hasta po sa atong quarry, basta na above 10. So, kung mayroong kagkuhan, doon na by power ang provincial government over quarry. But kini ba kung issue na i-raise ni Parini, it is not really about quarrying. Huwag ito na among na-analyze na misled man o misinform ang Honorable Ombudsman. Wala siya sultihin sa tinuod. Doon ay disuppress ng mga facts. Yung taga nagpunta o opportunity si Governor Gwen na makatubang di ba at first instance. Ako ba i-forward nito yung bagaan yan, I have prepared everything. Aron matubag. Wala may i-conceal ani nga mga documents, ha? Because dili naman doon ni action from the provincial government. Na-kompleto ni during this consultative meeting. Na-kompleto din na ang MTD, na mo ini-analyze sa soil, na ang EMP, na katukaroon, nag-attack sa programmatic EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment. Din hapon ang DPWH, gano'n na under our water code, Presidency Decree 1567, iyahan na siya. Pag-abot sa itong waterways, iyahan na siyang jurisdiction. Pag-abot sa boundary, sa protected area, we were very, very careful. Pag-abot na nga boundary, iyahan sa Protected Area Management Board, di PAMBI. So nagkuha po tag PAMBI resolution nga i-allow po dito ang dissertation pataas. Pero dili naman to among ECC dito, mao tong sa ang MCWD na ngayon pakitabang. Pero ubos ato, iyaha sa ato ang probinsya ang ECC. So kung tanawon mo, wala bigyan ito issue. Sayon kayo ni siya nga kaso, labi na kay dwell nila sa area of my tawag na ko, ang ganahan ako nga area ba? Or I'm very comfortable with. I think we can answer this and we can explain to the ombudsman kung tagaan lang yung opportunity and in due time siguro muhatag na siya o summons na mo to answer. Now, I just would like to point out na ang comparison kisa kay gafid ani ni Honorable Ombudsman Martires, gi-compare man noon sa Bohol nga it was private interest no, nag-build good in town to permanent structure. In fact, I was the one who was interviewed by Rappler and I rendered my legal opinion on that. Diri lahi tao ni Governor Gwen out of necessity acted for the rest of us. Pwede naman ito din buhaton. But what would happen? Ipakita na good ang effect. Pagkahuman na po dissertation, tanawa kung sa'yo nahitabo sa Saklupan Dam.
After dissertation.
Wapa ito magsugod ang uwan, mayo pa to, pero di pa ito inita. Ning balik in town ang tubig. Unya, imuha na yun ikiha, isuspend na yun mo ang tao, nga mauni na kayo anak. Go to that video, kaya ang gakuhaan ni uyog ni sila si atong water manager dere og DPWH. Pakita tong sa dam na mismo nga dula na tubig.
Aklo panwir.
Nga ning awas na instead of katong to the point nga wa na kay makita murag ang Sunstar masiguro to may nakakuha ato footage at that time.
You have anything further to say?
No, I agree. Follow up lang po sa mga gi-explain ni Attorney Jong at Attorney Ben. No? Knowing what we all know now. Karon kabalo naman mo sa istorya na kung gipatubag lang unta si Gob at na-explain sa mga lawyers na Honorable Ombudsman, dili ni quarrying. This is a decisive action during a crisis. Tanawa ang resulta. Water crisis niya, life is involved. Water crisis, decisive ang leadership ni Gob. But in consultation with the stockholders, tanan government agencies were involved. Kaning action na ni. Pero gisingle out lang gihapon. Siguro, kung wala man ma-mislead si Honorable Ombudsman, wala siya ma-misinform. Kung nakita lang unta niya ni, na daghan man dahil, this was a decisive action by the governor. Life and death situation, nag-action si Gob on a water crisis, dili dapat kaya i-preventively
Kana mo na yung
suspend.
MCWD facilities dito
Na
sa
gawin na ta sa ilahan na ng jurisdiction.
Kasi nag-mislead yung
Under PD
We do not know. Kaya wala man, may complaint.
Wa gyud kalibutan.
Ang nadawat lang is the
Nag-speculate na lang
preventive
ko.
suspension.
So, ang amo alang again, on that space, kani si Moises Garcia di Palini.
Have you not received his kind of affidavit?
Wala
lagi.
Wala lagi.
Taglatag na,
So,
ang dugay
in
ko.
this
Matino
We
case-
are now
Manang
forced
nga,
to
mali.
react based on this order and the interview of the ombudsman. Nasabi ng ombudsman, this is worse than Chocolate Hills.
Wala ba gyud ilabteo green pa kaya tao ng mga kilid.
Tanawa ragod ninyo kung worse ba?
Nawagi nang ilabot ana.
It's more than 4 pages dapat.
Ipagawas
Diba?
There's no attachment at all.
Wala may
no?
attachment.
Diba normally, what's the normal procedure, attorney?
Normal procedure,
Okay.
a normal procedure is kung isuspend nimo isang public official. For example, ikaw, Governor
Michelle.
Okay, Governor Michelle, ako ang ombudsman. As of today, you are preventively suspended 6 months.
Okay.
Pero naka-attach sa akong order of preventive suspension, naka-attach dire ang complaint para kabalo ka unsay basis
Right
sa
to-
mga accusation sa imuha.
Right to information
And naapod ko'y order requiring you to submit your counter affidavit kay naa may criminal case and your position paper kay on the administrative case. So at the time of your suspension, you are fully aware nganong gisuspend ka, unsay basis sa imong suspension. Fully aware ka nga maka-respond ka. Na Honorable Ombudsman, mo ni akong depensa. Makasabi ka. Karon, as we speak, we really have not received any other document except the order. That is also violative of the right of due process ni Gob. Violated her right to due process. because you have the constitutional right to be informed of the nature and the cause of accusation against you. Mao ning reason nya karon mao na atong basis. Hala, kana ang basis abi niyag Chocolate Hills an hour ago. Look at the water flowing now after the decision of the governor. She acted on a water crisis.
We just received this. Karon lang yun. The official statement of MCWD. Okay, we just received.
Can you read that?
Okay, taas-taas man yun. But ato lang ingon nga para to support. Okay? The positive impact of this initiative was both immediate and measurable. Prior to the intervention, Haclupan's water production had fallen from its usual 30,000 cubic meters per day to just 7,000 cubic meters due to the prolonged drought. Following the desilting activities, the facility recorded a notable improvement in output, offering much needed relief to our constituents. Okay? Here. The collegial body, referring to all the stakeholders, led by the governor, acted with urgency, transparency, and a strong sense of public service to address the water crisis. For that, we remain profoundly grateful for her strong and decisive leadership, especially in times of emergency. We just received this now.
Yes. Sir, question, sir.
Sure, address the questions. Just identify and to whom you would like your question to be directed.
Any of the lawyers.
Okay, so the lead counsel will handle that.
You said na there's no defiance from the Ombudsman order, and yet the Ombudsman said it's immediately executory, and then he said na governor will not step down. So how come it will not be in defiance of the orders?
Good question. Kay naa may legal remedy si Gov. You know, when you avail of your legal remedies, that is not defiance. Ang defiance, wala na kay remedy. Basta di lang kamo sunod sa order. That's defiance. Pero in the case of Governor Garcia, very early, karon pa lang, wala pa gani mi, di ba? Wala pa gani mi ka-receive og mga complaint and the other attachments. She is exhausting and availing of her legal remedies, including seeking guidance and confirmation from the ILG. Unsa man akong buhaton, please guide me. Please guide me, Secretary of the DILG. Unsa akong himuon karon, knowing now as we mentioned earlier, wala man ni bawal maning preventive suspension during election period. That is under the local government code o na sa DILG. Second, ang bawal under COMELEC resolution 11059. So that is the guidance that we are seeking. Please guide us on what to do, but in the meantime, we will not abandon our duties. She will not abandon her duty. Padayon lang siya because she is availing of her rights under the law.
Attorney.
That's the information.
Just to add
Yes.
on that, it is not an act of defiance. Wala mo defy si Governor Gwen sa preventive suspension order. Kaya nasayod masiguro tatanan sa preventive suspension order is immediately executory. Pero kanang immediately executory, dili na self-executing. Okay? Nga, basta na, kabutan mo papel diha, surrender na yung ka, kay executory god. Dili na mao. So dunay ato ang proseso kaya pong i-follow ana. Kaya numdum kabalo man siguro mo kamong nasa bit sa Palace of Justice, kabalo mo nga. Tanang judgment, bisan pag immediately executory na, kinahanglan doon na pag-buhaton nga steps aron na siya ma-execute. Now, kabahin sa mga decisions or orders sa ombudsman, ang ato ang proseso ana, normal nga proseso ang ato ang SILG. Mo bitaw na matud pa ni Attorney Alex, mo tang ngayo ta guidance tungod kay dumay na balakid. Nasayot lang maayo na siya ang atong honorable ombudsman. Gikan pag na Supreme Court Justice na siya. I think siya mismo, once you realize this, nga wala na siya makover sa exception, nagilatid, dili lang sa local government code, kung dili lakip na sa ato ang Omnibus Election Code, Section 261. Kunya, kung tanawin mo dito, specific sa Omnibus Election Code ang exception. Katong gi-mention ni Attorney Abisado, katurag yung 31.9 nga mga kaso. Nga dunay kanang gitawag plenary nga power ang ombudsman nga execute. Pag abot sa other cases, kung inyong basahon ang sections 15 sa ato ang implementing rules and regulations sa Omnibus Election Code, Omnibus Resolution 11059, makita niyo dito, walay qualification. Kinahanglan katong wala maigo sa exception, muagi sa COMELEC. Dunay authority. Tungod kay nasuod man sa 90-day prohibition ban. Okay? So, mao na ang among stand na kung dunay siya kuan, kung sakto pa lang unta to ang giserve diri, unya ang nag-serve ang proper agency nga maoy mo execute, dila mo respetaran. Pero yung ko digo, wala man siya.
Dili girispitaran tani. Ayaw inagul atong girispitaran. Girispitaran na mo ni, but we respect the law. Okay? The defense is the law. Klaro man. At any rate, kinsa pa'y na-question.
Attorney Joe.
Sige, ikaw sa.
Attorney Ben and Attorney Joe.
Isa. Unahon na to ni...
Okay, one lang modification. Aside from seeking guidelines sa DILG, usa pa'y mga legal remedies inyong himoon aron ma-reverse ang suspension order sa ombudsman.
Okay, right now, gaya ng sinabi ni Gob kanina, we will keep our legal strategy close to our chest. We will not announce what legal strategy. It is enough at this point na i-inform na mo ang public that our priority right now is to seek guidance from the ILG because we saw a lot of violations. Mao ni among gilista sa among sulat. There is no defiance. It's just that at this point, considering na very basic, pag-election period, bawal ang preventive suspension. Basic po, na kapag dili graft ang kaso, dili siya covered sa dili graft ang kaso, dili covered sa exception. So kinahanglan jud ning written approval from COMELEC.
Pending sa legal maneuver, attorney, dili ni ma-implement.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's not implementable. That is our position.
Our position atong gamay basically unang kalma kay mi diri kay kung basahon ninyo ang balaod, election offense.
Isa pa ka, implementar ang election.
Diba? Basahon ninyo ang 261 nga Omnibus Election Code. It's an election offense if you suspend without these requisites.
One last question. Who and what is behind this? Kaya
abogado man we.
implement ni 2 weeks before the election.
Your guess is as good as ours. Kay maura man niya
No,
ang
I
dawat.
don't want to our guest. Kung saan nag-inyuhang?
Yeah, with this politically
Oh,
motivated
we
gambling.
cannot speculate. The lawyers, it's not our duty to speculate. Basta, our job is to advise the governor of our rights. Mura maamong.
Kinsang nag-paste.
Nakaiting?
Kung saan magiging the
Katong ombudsman.
From the ombudsman.
From the office. Ha?
Our time nila.
Dili gahapon na siya, gingon na siya nga diha na siya i-pay. So amo lang yung para sige mo kabre, mahugo niya. Kung amog yung klaro ang pasting kay bisag laino niya sabot nga kapanangutang ni sa iyang gi-paste.
That's also a show of respect sa ombudsman. Tanawa na diya for everyone to see.
Nag-receive sa
Gi-receive ang order and at the same time nag-post siya na.
Who served the ombudsman order?
Ang pangalan ani niya wako kabalo basta taga Manila, taga
Lawyer from
Manila,
the
good.
Lawyer?
Central Office.
Gikan sa office of the ombudsman. Pa-assist lang ko taga ombudsman na
Visayas.
Bisaya. So nibiyahe
Pero tanawa ha, excuse me lang, sir ha.
Sir Joe.
Excuse me lang. Kamo, you by now, you have fairly a big idea kung kana ang basis sa ombudsman sa pag-suspend kay Gob. Di ba murag na-mislead siya, na-misinform siya, kung gitagaan lang unta og time to respond, masking one paper lang, we submit the kaning mga clearances, permits from the stakeholders, the government agencies, and masking ang video, makita na dili na quarrying. That is desiltation in times of a water crisis. Imbis na we praise the governor for doing her job, Nalain naman karon, we suspend the governor for doing her job. Muna ang atong situation. Unfortunately, that is our situation.
Okay? That's it. Tempa.
Sige.
I would like to clarify lang katungkol sa ako kung natayin ba ito pag-dredging sa area na halos matandog na sa